Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Across the Boards. Here at Hampton University, I'm Brandon Theo Dorsey.
And filling in for Sydney, I'm Erik Terrell. For today's show, we'll predominantly talk about the Hampton Pirates men and women's basketball teams. We'll touch on the track teams, and we also have a special guest. So stay tuned.
Please. Well, Erik, we want to start the show on a good note, so let's check out the game-winning shot that Wesley Dunning connected on February 11th against Delaware State.
Let's do it.
Incredible shot by Wesley Dunning. The Hampton Pirates won the game in the last seconds, thanks to him. Amazing, right?
And Wesley Dunning, right. Of all people.
Who would have thought? Big West hits the game-winning shot from three.
Let's go, Big West.
From deep. And you saw how confident the shot was.
Right. It was a great shot. And from Wesley Dunning, talk a little bit about leading up to the shot. How did it happen?
All right. So pretty much with the shot, we started off in the fourth quarter. Hampton Pirates are up. They're leading the majority of the game. At the end of the fourth quarter, they're up by 3 points. And Delaware State comes down and knocks down a dagger three-pointer at the end of the fourth quarter that really just eliminates the morale of the crowd. Then the end of the first overtime that they send it to, Delaware State comes down and hits another three-pointer to tie the game when Hampton was up by 3 to send it to a second overtime. At the end of the second overtime, Hampton was actually down by about 4 points.
4 points.
And Delaware blessed them with a couple misses.
Right.
They left some points on the line.
First of all, let's say 4 points. I think it was about 5 points, like you said before
right.
that, right?
About 5
now,
points.
This is the convocation center, so people are starting to go back, to their dorms.
I see people leave because I'm at the game. I'm watching people leave out of the game. And then Hampton all of a sudden comes back. They're within 2 points.
Yeah.
And then you see the miraculous play that just happened there with Wesley Dunning taking the really confident shot. That was gutsy of him because
he's not a go-to.
He's not, right.
Especially in the clutch.
In the clutch. But they went to him. The coach had some confidence in him. Coach Joyner, you got to credit the coach for going to him.
Yeah.
Credit him for being so confident in the shot.
Right.
And I asked him after the game, I walked up to him, I said, Wes, like, is that the kind of shot you're taking? Is that you? He said, man, I shoot like this all the time. He said, I just didn't get he got the opportunity and he connected. So
I did it, coach.
Right.
Look at me.
So they were very fortunate in that game.
Look at leading up to that. People talk about what happened in the clutch, but leading up to that moment, a career high in the Delaware State game from Devon Maxwell. 29 points. 29. His 6th double-double, and he was 12 of 13. That's 92%, Theo.
That's 92.
92%.
That's pretty big.
That's pretty big. And Emmanuel Okoroba, 14 points.
Right.
The sophomore center.
The
Lakers might want to trade Dwight Howard to get him, right?
And they might want to trade him to get him. But the only problem is they did so great in that game against Delaware State, and then they come back home February 18th on a Monday, and they play Norfolk State. What happened?
The Pirates fell to Norfolk State at home Monday night, 62-59. This marks four straight losses to Norfolk State and concurrently ends their 5-game winning streak. Theo, what happened out there?
Pretty much what happened out there was the fact that Norfolk State just seemed to be the better team. They're undefeated in the MEAC right now at 12-0, and they were just able to score at such ease. Norfolk State actually, they shot 41% from the field as compared to Hampton's 30%. We got more shots off, but they were able to connect more because they just were playing more, they're playing more confident, more skilled. And in the end, I don't want to say the better team won, but that's kind of how it played out.
The better team won. I mean, you can say it. Like you say, we scored 11 unanswered points, cutting the lead to 59-58 with, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. If you can't close after that, you can't close. Especially at home, especially against the best team, what people are calling the best team in the MEAC. So.
And if you look at what they did, what Norfolk State did that game, they had Rasheed Gaston, a true freshman who we're going to be afraid of in the next 4 years. A true freshman. He had 17 and 9 off the bench. That as a true freshman coming off the bench in one of the bigger games where your team is down on the road was an amazing performance by him. And that's the kind of performance NSU's been getting from many of their players all year, and that's why they've been able to be 12-0 in the MEAC, undefeated, and they've really been dominating. You know what I'm saying? It's the kind of capabilities this team possesses, especially with their coach leading them, is.
And that upset last year in the NCAA?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see if we can take them down next time.
Hey, we'll see. And the MEAC, they got a chance in the MEAC tournament again at Norfolk State. They lost twice this year. Both times they came close. They get one more chance in the MEAC tournament if they can get there, and we'll see how their chances look out.
Speaking of the future, you know, what do they have coming up, the Hampton Pirates?
Oh, the Hampton Pirates actually have coming up a game against Maryland Eastern Shore. In this game against Maryland Eastern Shore, the Pirates actually got the win, which was pretty incredible for them. Right. We expected a win for them, actually. They came off of a loss. We thought they might have a hangover, but they ended up getting the win on that Wednesday night, and it was pretty amazing for them. I'm impressed just because of the fact that they came off of the loss and got the win on the road in Maryland against Maryland Eastern Shore.
Get back on the winning trail.
Back on the winning trail.
And the bracket buster coming up, build that momentum.
Right, against St. Peter's, the bracket buster's coming up, and it's going to be it's going to be a good one.
We need
a good one here Sunday in Convocation.
Right.
Great. So they're bracket busters in their own way because they're going to the bracket buster tournament. But actually, some of the bigger bracket busters at our school right now is our Lady Pirates, if you're thinking about it. Our Lady Pirates have been actually very astounding, and they actually took down Norfolk State, unlike the men did. The Lady Pirates took down Norfolk State by a whopping 41 points on that Monday night. The final score was 83-42, and it wasn't even that close. So this is the 11th straight victory for the Lady Pirates. Erik, can they be stopped?
Can they be stopped?
Right.
I mean, can J. Cole make a good CD? You know, it's like, does it rain in Southern California? Can they be stopped? I mean, this 41 points. That's what we call, you know, in the old times, a good old shellacking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we cleaned the floor with Norfolk State. 41 points, and at one point it was 42 points. The score was 80-38. This was an incredible game, Theo. An incredible game. Like you said, their 11th straight win.
Yeah.
Their 11th straight win. They're 11-0 in the MEAC, and they're 20-5 on the season. This is their 4th straight season with 20-plus victories, and that is a feat that has never happened in Division I since Hampton has become a Division I team.
That's right, and also I want to give this quick, pretty much not an award, but commending Coach David Six, who has a 74.7 win percentage in his first 3 years so far. And that is the second highest in Hampton University history.
Good guy.
That is pretty incredible since he's came here. He's came here and done some wonderful things with the ladies and with that defense especially. Right. You know the defense is ranked 6th in the nation with field goal percentage right now?
I do now. That is an amazing statistic.
And that's out of teams like Baylor, Stanford. This out of the top teams in the nation. They are 6th in the nation with field goal percentage on defense. Yeah. And that's another incredible stat that Coach David Six has been providing this team with such great schemes and his recruiting, getting these girls into these systems. And it's like the dominance won't stop in the MEAC. The dominance is looking pretty great.
It won't stop.
Right.
Talk about dominant. Theo, I just can't get over this game. 41-point blowout. Olivia Allen, she led the way with a career-high 26 points.
Right, Olivia Allen.
12 for 21 from the floor. She had 19 points in the first half alone.
Right, you're impressed by Olivia Allen. That was a pretty impressive feat. I'm overly impressed with Kiera Avant, though. I know you've been watching Kiera Avant.
Have I?
She's been amazing. Okay, 11 double-doubles so far this season.
11 double-doubles.
21 games with double-digit points out of 25. It's been 4 games this season where she didn't score double digits. And I'm sure that's just because she wasn't trying.
Hey.
She 13 straight games with double-digit points, and right now she's averaging 15.8 points and 10 rebounds per game. That's my favorite for MEAC Player of the Year.
That's my favorite, period.
Right. Also, man, so far for the Lady Pirates, they're undefeated at home. They have an average margin of victory of 14.5. And I just don't see them being stopped in the MEAC right now. I see them cruising into the MEAC tournament, going through that like they've gone through the MEAC so far in the season. And then from
we should get a higher seed in the NCAA.
If the NCAA doesn't screw them this year.
Yeah.
If the NCAA does not screw our ladies this year, I'm pretty sure they should get like a 14, 13 seed at least. And that's when they have a chance to take out a team in that first round and maybe move to the second and make a push.
We'll get there, Theo.
We'll get there.
I think they can beat the Lakers, personally.
I mean, hey, I wouldn't put it against them. I wouldn't bet for the Lakers, especially the way they're rolling right now.
All right.